One of the things that I have a big question about is you had the best 1000 on the market and you made it better. Why?
You know, Leonard, it's been a while since we had this old platform. We call it the old G2 platform. So we, as a BRP, we really always want to innovate and push the limit forward. And I think this is exactly what we did with this new G3 platform. And you had the chance to ride it.
Hey, Charles. Hey, thanks a lot for having us come out to your event. This is incredible. One of the things that I have a big question about is you had the best 1000 on the market and you made it better. Why?
You know, Leonard, it's been a while since we had this old platform. We call it the old G2 platform. So we, as a BRP, we really always want to innovate and push the limit forward. And I think this is exactly what we did with this new G3 platform. And you had the chance to ride it.
Yeah, I mean, getting to ride the machine, it far exceeded any expectation I had of a sport utility quad that has power, it has stopping ability. You know, speaking of stopping ability, where did the concept come to put so much braking into it?
I mean, these are performance machines. On the G2 platform, you know, we had 3 caliper, no matter which engine you have. And with this new platform, you know, we reach up to 101 HP, so you can go fast with it, but you need to brake fast too. So we really wanted to push it to the next level, bringing 4 caliper on the 1000cc package.
You know, and then we get into the 1000cc and the 101 horsepower. You know, the motor design that you've picked has great acceleration, which a lot of that's in your clutching. Was there a concept you were looking for there, or was it just the engine package that they provided you?
For sure, you know, like you said, we reached 101 HP, so that was the first goal. I mean, bring it higher than it was, so now 10%. But it's not only a matter of power, like you said, but it's a matter of putting that power to the ground. So yeah, we had a powerful engine, but we played with the clutch to ensure we bring it to the ground. So we brought up our P drive, which is the drive in the CVT system. This clutch was initially designed for a snowmobile. Then we use it on our side-by-side, and now we come up with it on the ATV. So it's a really efficient drive that has almost no wear on it. That really allowed us to get that efficiency and put that power to the ground. And that drive is combined with a new driven, which has roller on it. Previously it was only slider, so more friction, and now with the new roller, so less friction, more efficiency, so more power to the ground.
How long would the belt last?
I did not come through any belt. To be honest, in all our tests, durability tests, we never passed through a belt.
So we don't have an hour number yet?
No.
All right.
You don't need to work it out for me.
That's good.
Then you're going to have to ride it and let me know.
Okay.
Are you looking for the best suspension technology for your sport ATV? Look no further than Elka Suspension, the industry leader in sport ATV suspension technology. With championship wins in prestigious events such as the Dakar Rally, SCORE, Best in the Desert, ATV MX, Cross Country, and Works, Elka Suspension has established itself as the go-to choice for athletes and enthusiasts alike. But they don't just stop at ATVs. They're constantly expanding into new markets, including UTVs, trucks, SUVs, pit bikes, snowmobiles, and more. Their commitment to innovation and quality means they're always looking to improve and adapt so you can enjoy a smooth ride wherever you go. Want to learn more about what Elka Suspension can do for you? Visit their website at elkasuspension.com or give them a call at 450-655-4855. They will always be happy to answer your questions and help you find the perfect suspension solution for your needs.
You know, during the time that I got to ride it and playing with the controls, when your engineers came up with that system, how did it all come out to put it in the perfect spot?
You know, we do different stuff for the balance, but in this case, it was mainly a matter of brake pad. Between the old platform, we were using organic material, and in some condition, it could deteriorate more quickly than metallic brake pad. So we came up with metallic brake pad for durability, but also to improve the brake bite. So brake bite, the feeling you get when you're gonna pull that lever, that's what we wanted to improve, and that's what I think we made with it, because we have a more linear feel using the brake lever on this new platform.
Right. What I was talking about is, you know, the positioning of your four-wheel drive switch, you know, your modes for other, you know, it's just right there. Everything is within a touch of your finger, and you don't have to hunt for anything.
Yeah, you're right. So it's easy access, but within the development, you know, we have designer, we have engineer, and we also have people really specialized on ergonomy. So to develop these kind of Komodo, we do a lot of prototype to ensure we have the right shape of button for each button and easy access. And with this new, you know, you have access to a lot of stuff on the Komodo. So you have access to 4x4, 4x4 lock. You also can play with engine mode. You also have a special button for engine braking. So you can have more engine braking or less engine braking depending of what you're doing with the bike, if you are either pulling a trailer or going down a hill. So a lot of ease of access on this Komodo, and to give the user ease of access when he's riding the bike.
Also, in riding it, you have adjustable suspension, and you gave it more suspension travel with the new frame. Where did the development of that new frame come from?
Yeah, it's a good question. So basically on this new platform, for sure we have a huge team of engineers, but some of our team came from the Maverick X3 platform, on side by side, on which we really put it to the next level in terms of suspension travel. And we knew that this was the key to improve performance in terms of suspension on this one. So what we did, we wanted to increase suspension travel, and to do so, we had to pass from a TTI, so a torsion training arm, to a double arm, because we were limited in terms of suspension travel because of the TTI. So at the rear, we are passing from 9.9 to 12 inch, so 1 feet of travel, so huge improvement. So our focus was suspension travel, but also ensuring good dynamic in turns, so we play a lot with steering geometry too.
Are you ready to be captivated by one of nature's masterpieces? Discover the breathtaking beauty of Antelope Slot Canyon, a natural wonder in Page, Arizona. Join us on a guided tour and immerse yourself in the mystical light beams, rich colors, and serene landscapes. With tours at prime sunbeam hours, experience photographer's paradise and capture memories that will last a lifetime. Comfortable shoes, a camera, and a smile are all you need for this adventure. Book your journey today at Antelope Slot Canyon Tours and let the canyon enchant you. please visit us now, antelopeslotcanyon.com, for more details.
So one of the things that I noticed, the machine has great balance. As you're going through the bumps, she stays fairly level. Really, she stays front end light, kind of, so that it guides itself through the bumps. And when your rear does hit an edge, you don't have that same kicking feeling. Is that in the frame design or the extra travel that we've gained?
It's directly related to suspension geometry, so of the rear suspension. So in the rear suspension with the double arm, you know, we're going to position the point of the upper A-arm on the chassis and the lower A-arm on the chassis at specific spot for a reason. And the phenomena you're talking about is related to anti-squat. So on previous suspension with TTI, if I'm to go through bumps, if I'm a suspension in full droop and putting the gas on, it will have a tendency to kind of rigidify the chuck. But with double A-arm, we really focus on this kind of stuff and ensuring that if I'm full droop and I'm going to pull the throttle, it's going to allow me to compress easily the suspension. So when you're going through bump, and if you are to torque it, just to take it at the right angle, that's going to compress the suspension, keep the front end of the bike on top. This is the main reason why you feel there was an improvement there.
Oh, it was a massive improvement because you could take it through the whoops at a higher rate of speed and it handled it, it stayed straight, it stayed under control. A portion of that has to do with the shocks that you've picked as well. Can you tell me a little bit about those? Yeah,
so on the XTP package, we have Fox QS3 shock that allow you to play with 3 positions. So we have a firm position and a softer position, so ease of access, and you know, playing with passing from TTI to double A-arm. What we also did, we kind of had a better control on the roll of the vehicle. So with double A-arm, we are able to play more with the roll center of the vehicle, so position it closer to the CG. So what it does is, if I'm going through a turn, then I'm going to have less roll on the bike. So meaning less roll. If I have less roll, it means I'm able to do a better job on chuck calibration because I don't need to compensate for that roll. So, because we want to keep a flat bike on the trail. So if I have less roll, I can do a better job of tuning on chuck and spring. And
correct, because it doesn't have, when you set the suspension as they did for me, they made some shock adjustments, you know, in between laps, and it went from soft and rolly to took the roll out of it, made it go through the bumps better, you know, with a stiffer front. I like the stiffer front with a softer rear, and it seemed to track perfect. The acceleration is in the clutching. With your 4-wheel drive, I don't know if you noticed this, but I rode it in 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive on our XC style course. I liked it both ways. I think the machine handled extremely well. It allowed me to climb over the logs with the 4-wheel drive easier, but it allowed me a little bit more top speed also with the 4-wheel drive, where it's not as stable in the 2-wheel drive.
Yeah, you know, it's a nice point you're bringing. Another important feature we made on this bike especially is related to the steering geometry and the power steering. So what's the main difference between this one and the old platform is that in 4x4 you can feel as comfortable as the 2-wheel drive. Being in 4-wheel drive, because we played with the steering geometry to reduce the torque steer you're gonna have in the steering and the handlebar, and also all the power steering calibration we put in help to dampen these effects in the steering system. So it was a huge improvement we made versus the old platform, this new steering geometry.
Well, for a guy that's a sport quad guy coming into the sport utility world, this is a machine that I could go ride and have a great time anywhere. In any of the environments that I ride in, from the hard desert to the sand dunes, I think this is the machine that you should get. I just can't believe how awesome it really is. You know, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir.
All right, bud.